Talk about your brother.
Maybe if we get these
Okay, so that's all that she has to say. Is there something you want? Helping the problem. What to say about yourself? Seen more than I would have allowed and taught me some things too. I'm grateful for that. It'll be a while before I know what my role will be in making Kashyyyk truly free. I have a lot to learn. I'm sorry we can't stay on Kashyyyk longer. You and I have more important things to do. And I don't feel bad about leaving this time. I know I'll be welcome back. Why did you request Baka's sword? I'm not sure, I really know. Father expects much of me. I guess I do as well. I think when I learn enough, I'll bring it back to Kashyyyk. When that happens, we'll see. I wish you well. Let's get going. I will follow. Okay, so what about knowing if you got this planet? So many things have changed in Kashyyyk. I'm not sure what my place is. I must learn more about you outsiders. While I know enough, I will understand how to best serve my people. I will travel with eyes open this time. But I leave with good feelings. My father will do what is right, and I can return, and I will when my life debt is paid. Maybe we'll talk later. Very well. Okay, so in that case, I'm gonna keep Zalbar and get Jolie with me. Wow, he has like -5 health. Shringar is bowcaster. No, Zalbar's is better. Is that it? Apparently. Do you have anything else to say? Welcome back, greetings, father. It's good to see you again. I saw a strange computer in the Shadowlands. Yes, I remember seeing it during my exile. It wouldn't look much for me. I imagine it's some Zerka cast-off. It's older than the forest. It created the trees. You are saying nonsense. I'm not sure why I made this jest, but I would ask that you stop. These are difficult times. I don't want you threatening your traditions while I'm trying to unite my people under them. And I will investigate your claims at a more appropriate time. Until then, don't speak of this again. I encountered some Mandalorian hunters in the Shadowlands. I'm surprised that such a thing escaped my attention. Was their camouflage so great, or was it simply too struck by grief to see anything? If more are encountered, we will dribble them and shore them. My people will never be weak again. I want to ask about the reward you gave. Yes, Baka's sword. It promises a great future for my people in my son's hands. Yeah, sure, but I've got bills to pay. Nothing. Let's just get back to my questions. I should be going. Yes, goodbye, father. Farewell to you. I thank you both. Whatever. What he said. Okay, quick save, and let's go. Wow, Kashyyyk is a rather short planet to finish, isn't it? Hi. Freyr is returned to us. The madness of Chindar will be undone. This is a great day, and I'm told this is because of you, Commander Shepard. And you, Zalbar. You fought for us even in Strand. All of Rukro is grateful, and you are also shamed for the way you were treated. I'm proud of you today. Yesterday is forgotten. I need to ask you some questions. I'll answer if I can. Are there local concerns besides the slavers? Rory was missing, but you know that. We caught his killer and showed that justice can be merciful. Farewell. Goodbye then. Thank you. Now, I do believe that we're gonna find some confusion at the landing pad. Oh my god, Jolie! I know you're a senile old man, but can you at least walk faster? I mean, you have the force to assist you, don't you? Don't you? Now we're just gonna get to Yavin, then to Dantooine, and then to Tatooine. On Dantooine, oh wait, I totally forgot about something. Hold up. Party? Oh shit, I can't. Let me just see what exactly the max light does for me. Can I see that, please? What exactly it does? Apparently not. Okay. Fine with me. Am I going the right way? Yeah, I am. I only fear when I'll have to, let's just say, rearrange my armor because I won't be able to use it anymore. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. Remember that guard I said I didn't like? Well, I guess he's gone now. What did I lost? What did I lost? Holy hell. Can you speak, sir? Because I'm not sure I can anymore from what I've been saying. We have rookie rebels now. Roar! Let's go! Use the force! Death to all slavers. Kashyyyk will be free. Okay, let me just investigate their headquarters. Oh look, he's gone. Surprise, surprise, and that guy isn't in there anymore. Surprise again, let's go. Wait, did I open this footlocker? I think I did, not sure though. Yeah, I did. No, actually use this on the middle guy. There we go. That was easy enough. Oh, it feels good to just slaughter a bit of circuit for it, doesn't it? Let's go. To the Ebon Hawk. We won't be returning to Kashyyyk like ever again. Hi. Regardless of landing place from now on, yours is the only ship that will be allowed to dock here for a long time, outsider. Okay, now let me just speak with the entire crew. Okay, not mission. Do you have anything to say, my friend?
Yeah, what do you want?
Tell me more about the Mandalorian Wars.
The war we had with the Republic was supposed to be the most glorious battle in our history. But it was a very costly one. I guess we didn't think of how much we could lose in it.
How much did you lose?
There weren't many of us after that last battle. Mandalore himself was killed at the hands of the Jedi Revan. The best of us could not defeat him. After that last battle, those of us that survived were stripped of our weapons, our armor, and our basilisks. Revan's forces destroyed them while we were forced to watch. Those who hadn't fled earlier were left with nothing to call their own. No weapons, no armor, only the honor of having fought in the battle we just lost. For many, this was not enough. While the rest of us were sent into exile on the Outer Rim, they tried to relive the old days, raiding worlds. They're nothing more than bandits now.
And you eventually came to Terrace.
Yeah, I came to Terrace. And forcing for Davik was not stimulating. The gangs on Terrace and Davik's rivals were trash. They give no thrill in battle, no honor or glory in defeating them. It was like stepping on bugs. I sought worthy challenges, but the best that Terrace could offer were nothing to me. But I think now, with you, I may finally find opponents worth fighting.
You are our worthy companion.
Maybe later I'll tell you more about what it was like to work for Davik. For now, though, we should get on with our lives. Is there something else you want to know?
I did level up twice, so do you have anything else to tell me, buddy? Actually, you don't. Adrenals?
Hey, don't...
Nope. Okay, so he won't have anything to say. Let's just upgrade what we can. Lightsaber. Actually, I'm gonna sell some of these lightsabers. What I have, Dragon Pearl and Opila. What does this do? Damage bonus, energy 3, massive critical is 2d6. Attack 1, damage 1, attack bonus 3. Keen. Okay, Keen is very good. So let me see, what does this do? Attack bonus of 3. Let's get it Keen, okay? 3 to 22 plus 2, and this does 3 to 22 plus 4. I don't need the attack modifier really, but let's just get it Keen, because that sounds cute. Okay, let's upgrade Bast a little bit. Bondar does what? Stun. Screw stun. Now Jolie, he can have Rubat and Damind. She can have Bondar because I'll never use that. Okay. Ranged, we have what? Cards maxed out. Ordo is getting maxed out. That's almost maxed out as well. Melee, however. Baka, actually, the prototype Vibroblade, I'm gonna remove that. And I'm gonna add it all to Baka's blade. Now that is one badass blade. Kalanord's battle armor is pretty damn good. The Republic mod armor is pretty good as well. However, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to put the light exoskeleton away as soon as I get the next level up. So sad. Hi.
Yes.
Is something wrong?
I was remembering Taris.
Not this again. What about it?
It was a horrible place to have to live. At least in the lower cities where the non-humans tended to get relegated. Living for years in a place with no sun, living off the trash dropped from the upper levels, and the meager pay doing back-breaking labor.
And those rat ghouls.
There was always the danger of rat ghouls coming up from the sewers, or more mundane predators living and working in the area. My family and I struggled each and every day to make something of our lives. But we could only go so far. Taxes from the corrupt government, more fees from the gangs controlling the streets, and whatever was left paying for what food and medical supplies we could afford.
No one would help you.
And of course, there was the constant bigotry and hate from the more affluent and human citizens, lording their wealth over us living below. Every once in a while, a rich human would come down through the lower levels with his droid entourage just to see how the wildlife lived, and laughed at the mockeries that were our successes. But I have come to meet many decent humans in my travels since those days. Indeed, some of the greatest people I have ever met are human.
One of the Jedi you met?
The Jedi who encouraged me to join the Order. The one who was with the group going to fight the Mandalorians. She was human. I am sorry. I am getting away from my point. If there even was one. Sometimes I curse the day my parents fled to Taris. But then again, if they had not, I would not be where I am today.
Fled? From where?
Another story for another time. For now, we must continue our own epic. To save the galaxy, if we can.
Alright, what else do you
How
have
may
to say? Was wondering if we could. Tell me more about you doing alright?
I have been doing well, I suppose. As well as I can. But I am more interested in you right now. Do not mistake me. It is just that, even though we have traveled together for a while, it seems I know next to nothing about you personally.
Probably because, I never take you out. It is a little forward.
It did not come out the way I had intended. We have been traveling together since Dantooine, but I know nothing of you before that. Would you humor me and tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, it is, of course, the greatest story ever told.
Your humility is astounding, as always. So what can you tell me? Your job? Your childhood? Your life? I am sorry if I am making you uncomfortable. I will fully understand if you choose not to answer.
No, it's alright.
I greatly appreciate your taking the time to talk to me. How did you come to be on Dantooine? Besides the obvious, of course.
I was in the Republic fleet that was destroyed over Taris.
Taris. It always seems to come back to Taris for me. I am sorry. I get distracted. What did you do before that?
I was a scout for the Republic Armed Forces.
A life in the army. Not my career of choice, though. We Cathar cannot seem to adjust to regimented organizations like the military. But I have heard that it appeals to males of your species. Fighting? Defending? That is what we as Jedi seem to be called upon to do. Perhaps we are not as unalike as I had previously thought. But again, I seem to be wasting your time with my carrying on. I apologize.
Okay, let's speak on.
I have been watching you for some time. I wonder if you have noticed. I have been thinking of how far I had fallen, and how you exemplify the code of the Jedi. I find myself ashamed.
You shouldn't be so hard on yourself.
But I have so little to show when I compare myself to you, and that makes my shame even worse. That I had so easily fallen to the dark side, that I could convince myself that by injuring my master, I became a great force of evil in the galaxy. For my pride, my hubris, for the inner rage that all of my species feels. Sometimes I wish that I had not been born this way.
You have nothing to be ashamed of.
I am sorry. I start to talk, thinking about how you stay strong to the path of virtue and justice, and I find myself whining again about my own inadequacies. The Council would be proud to see that you had learned your lessons so well.
Yeah, I don't think the Council would be very
How
proud
may I
that
be of
I
assistance to you, Padawan?
am doing as I am feeling.
What is it you...
Tell me more about your past.
Well, I mentioned before that my parents had fled to Taris. Perhaps I can tell you about that.
Please do.
In the early days of the Mandalorian War, there had been fighting closer to the Outer Rim worlds.
Near the world your people were in that region.
Cathar was there, yes. My people had a great reputation as warriors, and that appealed to the Mandalore version of honor. They sought to test themselves against us, I think. Test themselves by bombing our world, slaughtering my people while they slept or while they ran.
Your world was taken that easily? Oh, I'm not gonna say that. How did it happen?
They swooped down from space, across the world, firing at anything that moved. They used ships in space to destroy all orbital facilities and bombard the surface. We did resist, and in spite of their violent attack, we did stave them off for quite a while. But in the end, we were doomed.
Why did the Republic not help you?
We were not members of the Republic. Cathar was beyond the edge of the Republic, in the Outer Rim. And besides, they could not have known. Our interstellar communications were the first things the Mandalores hit. All other short-range communicators were jammed. We were on our own. We knew what was coming. We had fought the Mandalorians in the first war against Exar Kun and the Sith. We knew there would be no mercy for us. The most we could do was pack the few of our people who survived onto what few ships remained and send them off into space as fast as they could. Most did not make it.
What about your family?
My parents carried me as a baby with them and were lucky enough to escape. They fled as far as they were able and eventually settled on Taris. They could stand running no further, I think. But Taris was a horrible choice. Dominated by humans, intolerant of other species, it made everyday life unnecessarily hard.
Taris is not a nice place to raise a child.
No, it is not. But they had little choice. Each of us dealt with it in our own way. My father turned to stimulants. He spent much of his time in local bars and dives. But we are warriors. It runs through our blood. And when he was on stims, he became foolish. He let his warrior nature get the best of him. So he would get intoxicated, and he would fight. And finally, one day, he would die.
How did he die?
Killed by a man who provoked him into a fight and killed him like an animal. I am sorry. I cannot talk about this any longer right now.
Okay, so do you want to talk about it right now? Nope. Thank God. Her self-pity stories are getting slightly annoying. Okay, let's speak to him again. Hey, Salvar. Nope. Grenade? Nope. Fine. Bastila?
How can I help?
Nope. Karth? You don't have anything to say anyway. Wait, where the hell is Jolie? Because I think that he has a lot of stories to tell. He's either over there on the right, I don't think so, or over here. Yep. Hi.
Got something on your mind?
Can you make a healing kit for me?
I suppose I could whip up something, a few herbs and such. Do know that the best alternative is not to get hurt, right? Well, not to say that you go leaping into the path of blaster fire or anything, but I know how you young people get. Here, take it.
Thanks. Any others?
How many could you possibly need? Ask me later.
Okay, so what did I get? A life support pack. Hell yeah, I want that. Okay, quick save again, and now let's speak to him. Nope, he won't speak yet. All the Gisk on board?
I have no idea what you're talking about, Rabble. Now, what do you say?
Wow, screw you, Jolie. Screw you. I love you, but screw you. Giska, move the hell out of the way, please. Thank you. Okay, so now we go Yavin, Dantooine, Tatooine. That sounds like a plan.